Okay, so hi everybody. I'm here with my friend Sarah. This is her lovely house and her farm. We're gonna ask her some questions. And one of the cats. I'm gonna ask her some questions about how long they've had this farm now. As you can see, they've got cats, they've got some chickens, they have a garden, and I'm sure you can hear in the background that the kids are all playing. So, Sarah, how long have you guys had the farm now?
Almost a year. We're just shy of a year, September.
How much land do you have? Because I know the original plan was to have an acre, but...
We have a little over 3.
3 acres, okay. How many cats do you guys have now?
Well, we have 5 now.
Can you tell us how that happened? Because last time I was out here, she only had 4 cats, but something happened a week ago, and now they have 5.
Well, we originally had, I think, 8 cats. We brought in, I think it was 6 kittens, and we originally had 2 older female cats. And I had a friend message me and ask if we could take in some kittens, and they were originally going to be outside cats, but they all came down with ringworm, so we brought them in, and we ended up finding homes for 4 of those, and we kept, this one's Philip, call him Philly for short, and then Thomas, which is over there, you guys can't see him. Those 2 are the only ones we have from that litter. And Friday, I was out of town, and my husband messaged me and said that he found a kitten, a sweet little kitten, female, up in the tree. And we've had her ever since. It's been about a week so far. And she's in our house for now, and we'll see.
They are animal magnets. If it's going to be dropped off anywhere out here, it will find their home, trust me. I know you guys are raising chickens. You have several layers now, and you also did some meat birds, right?
Yes, we have we have 28 hens that lay eggs, and we have 2 roosters. And we just did our first meat bird flock, and we took that to the butcher. We were going to do it ourselves, but we ran out of time and didn't really have the tools and whatnot. So we have those in our freezer, and then we just brought, I think we have 25 or 24 meat birds in the chicken tractor, which we can show them a little later.
Cool. So you and your husband Mike, I know that you guys kind of started this smaller version in town and then you moved out here, but what made you guys want to grow your own meat and grow your own food?
Just self-sustainability, really. Doing things that were rewarding, having more healthier food options for us and the kids, being able to can food for, long-term food storage, and just kind of getting away from all of the processed, man-made food that has so many chemicals in it now today.
Do the kids help out at all, or are they hands-on, or are they...
Yep. Oh, here's Phil. Come here. Or this one's Tommy, sorry. Tommy and Phil, they look identical, so it's really hard to tell them apart. But the kids do get involved when they want to. Canning is quite the experience. I wouldn't say that the kids are really excited to can, but you can find them in the garden all the time.
Do they eat straight out of the garden, or?
Well, we always have to wash because we did end up putting a couple...
You did have to spray this year?
Yeah, because we got attacked. Yeah.
So something I should say is that we do live in northern Illinois. We are zone 5B, and unfortunately it has been a very dry summer, so because of that we're seeing a lot of pests this year that we don't normally get to see. Mm-hmm. Last year it was more of a wet summer, so we had to deal with mold and powdery mildew and some of those things. We didn't have to deal so much with pests, but it has definitely been a harder season for everybody. I know grasshoppers are starting to come out, and I'm seeing a lot of grasshopper damage in my own garden and in the fields, and I'm sure you're starting to see that.
Yeah. Actually, as of last week, we really...
Sorry, something get you?
Probably grasshoppers. We see a lot. We've seen a lot of them over the last week, and so, yeah.
Yes, it's going to be interesting, I think. Why don't we go for a tour? You can start with the chickens, and we can walk around. So let's grab. This is their lovely chicken coop and their run. Now, Mike and the boys built the coop and the run, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, just a few months after we moved in. on, back, back.
And you said you have 2 roosters, and that's the one right here,
Yes. That's
and
it.
then the other one.
Yep.
Nice. Hey, those are my toes. Those are my toes. What do you guys think? You're gonna let me stick a camera in your face?
These 3 light brown ones and these 3 brown and gray ones are the most friendliest ones we have in the flock.
Now, are they all same age or?
Okay, so we have 3 flocks in here, 3 different ages of flocks. So we have these these are all the same age. However, this one and that one, those are the longhorns, I think. Those are a little bit older. And then our youngest flock is over there. We have 2 Easter eggers and 2, oh gosh, I forgot their names. They have really fuzzy feet.
And these are all your layers?
Yeah, these don't lay yet. These are the babies, the newest ones.
Do you guys keep your meat birds separate from these guys, or do they
yeah.
ever,
No.
they never intermingle?
No.
Okay.
Just because the meat birds they grow really fast and they get really gross really fast. And they eat different food.
That's what I was just about to ask, was if they had different diets.
Yep, they do. Yep, so these are just on the normal scraps and feed, scratch. I think there's a certain percentage. So when you get meat birds, they have to be on, I think, 18 or 22%, and then after so many weeks, you switch it to something else, and you know, and so forth.
And that's just to keep their weight up, right?
Yeah, that's what they gain a lot of weight. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been averaging 5 to 6 pounds for our meat birds. So, but these are all dual-purpose birds. So if we wanted to, if we needed to, we could,
You could harvest it.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any issues with pests like weasels or rats or anything like that getting in?
Okay. So before we were finished with the coop, we actually had a smaller coop on the side. The basic one from Tractor Supply, and it was our first winter here. The door didn't get closed, and we had a mink attack. Our first flock we had in town when we first, before we moved here, we lived in town, and we had 6 birds, because in our town you can only have 6 birds. No roosters, just 6 birds. So we brought that flock out here. We lost all but one. We still have her. Her name is Belina. She survived 2 mink attacks and frostbite, and I'm sure we can pick her out of the bunch. She's right there. She's molting. So she's the only one we have left from our original flock. Her breast feathers are light brown. She's molting. So yeah, we did have 2 attacks from a mink. And my husband actually ended up finding him inside of the chicken house and disposed of him in there. So other than that, we have not had any attacks of anything else. So hopefully
cross our fingers
that way. Yeah.
Well, that is good. Well, thank you for showing us this.
Yeah.
Okay. So walking up, you guys can see this is their chicken tractor. Now, did Mike build this?
Yeah, he did. He did build this with a lot of scrap and things that we could find around our property.
You guys can get.
So we just brought them in the chicken tractor today. They were in a horse trough in the barn, so they're a little bit messy, but.
What kind of meat birds do you guys have in here?
They are Cornish game hen and what did he say? I can't remember what the other. It's 2
Ranger?
Yeah, they call them mutant chickens. They're laboratory chickens. I guess you want to call it that.
Nice. Why don't we walk over to the garden? You guys can kind of get a glimpse. This is her garden.
We just picked our first crop of corn.
Ooh.
So the corn's down.
Sweet corn?
Yes.
Yummy.
was an
You
accidental,
guys see it?
accidental plant.
A volunteer pumpkin.
Which it has that disease.
You guys can kind of see us seeing a lot of yellowing on our plants this year, unfortunately. So
This is our pumpkin patch. We have 4 different kind of pumpkins. All of them are multi-purpose pumpkins for eating and carving.
look at the pumpkins. They got some nice pumpkins in here. And for those of you who don't know, this right here, maybe if it'll focus. So see how the flower just came off on that? That is a female pumpkin that has been pollinated. So now that is where you get your fruit. And for those of you who don't know, Sarah also did peas like I did. And as you can see, hers are dried up and
They're all done.
she's got some nice pods in here that could be harvested for seed. Hint, hint.
Then we have our pepper corner, which our garden is really overgrown with weeds, but everything seems to be flourishing regardless.
It looks beautiful. What kind of peppers do you have in here?
We have,
I think I see some little red chilies poking out.
yep, chili and habanero, hot pepper. Yep, those are habanero. And then we have the pepperoncinis.
Nice.
And these are our muskmelons.
And I spot another pumpkin back there. I don't know if you guys can
yep.
see it. The orange poking through. You got quite a few melons out here.
Yes. And then these are the sugar baby melons.
Ooh, that one's gonna be getting ready to harvest. Yummy, yummy. Well, weeds or no weeds, you guys are doing awesome, it looks like.
And this is our honeydew. So we have honeydew and muskmelon and sweet baby watermelon.
Nice.
And then there is some rogue pumpkins that
Some more volunteer pumpkins
made their
hanging
way.
out.
Those are really orange over there.
Now, what are you guys gonna do with your melons? You've got so many. Are you going to sell them, give them away, can them?
Sell them.
Sell them?
Yep. We plan on selling. Then over here we have some more hot peppers. I think we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants, I think, of hot
Look at
peppers.
the size of that one.
And then we have green bell peppers. Just 3 plants of those.
Nice.
Then over here we have our zucchini plants that have exploded. And in between our zucchini plants we have a random pumpkin plant as well. And there's some orange pumpkins over there.
Cute little decorating pumpkins.
Yes.
How have your zucchini done this year?
We have had so many. So many. We're only going to do, I think, 1 or 2 plants next year because we've just had so many.
I think I saw you had one hit 4 pounds? Or was it 3 pounds the other day?
4 pounds. Over 4 pounds. This is our onions. We have Vidalia and we have red onions, and then we also have green onions, chives.
Nice. You guys have quite the variety out here.
And then this kind of corner is our cucumbers. We have the larger style cucumbers right here.
So a slicer.
Yep. And then we have the pickle, which,
Let's see if we can.
the picklers. These are really
Nice.
nice to can for pickles. I mean, they all are, but.
You said canning pickles. What kind of pickles have you been canning this year?
So far I've done dill. It's just the easiest for me. The whole family loves dill. I like the bread and butter pickles and the sweet onion pickles. But the majority of the ones I've been doing is dill just because the whole family likes it and it's just really easy to do.
Can you give an approximation about how many jars of pickles you have canned this year?
Well, I just did 21 yesterday. I want to say close to maybe 40, 45.
Nice.
And yeah, as you can tell, this section is going to need to be picked tonight or tomorrow. So we'll have a lot more.
I'll be waiting.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there goes a grasshopper.
And this is our tomato village.
I see lots of red in there.
Yes. I waited just for you.
How many varieties do you have growing?
We have Roma, which are great for canning.
It's right
We
here.
have cherry tomatoes. And then we also have another cherry tomato plant, but those typically stay yellow-orange. I can't remember the name. We have a couple beefsteak and a couple big boys, and can't remember the rest of them, but just the basic.
Look at all these tomatoes. You have so many tomatoes.
Yep, that'll be the next season for canning tomatoes.
Do you make your own sauce or?
Yep, so we've done spaghetti sauce, we've done stewed tomatoes and peppers, and this year I'm gonna do salsa and ketchup for the first time.
Nice. Okay, well.
And then we have a little bit of beans left. We've had quite a few picks of green beans. These are the yellow wax green beans, which are delicious. I highly recommend. We plan on doubling this for next year. We're going to skip the peas and double the yellow wax green beans because they are very, very delicious. And they can quite easily. So if you're looking for long-term food storage, yellow wax green beans are the thing to do.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me do this. Whoops, I guess I gotta get used to holding onto the camera and doing this. So bear with me, guys.
Anytime. You'll look back from, a couple months from now, a year from now, and we'll laugh at this video.
I hope so. I really do. And I hope you guys stick with me in learning how to do this. And you want to know it, but this is all a learning experience for Sarah too. She's always asking me questions about the garden. And so together we're going to learn. I'm going to learn how to be in front of the camera. She's going to continue to learn about gardening, and we are going to grow together.
Yep, it's an adventure.
So until next time, we'll see y'all later.